Hey, it's Marbler here. Today we're going to be going over a consistent strategy to set the HOLP for shifting Sandland 100 coins. The current strategy, as it stands, is to grab this cork box here, drop down here, and just walk against the wall until you find the texture that you want. And this isn't very ideal, just simply because the HOLP required is very precise, and also this water bomb bullies you the whole time. So we're going to look for a little bit more consistent method. What we're going to do, first things first, is when the level starts, the water bomb has a delay of 0. So we're just going to trigger that, try to get a random delay that's a little bit higher. Then we're going to read this sign, which snaps Mario to a specific position, sets him facing the sign, and then we go into first person just to fix that. We're gonna press Z and down on the same frame, and what this is gonna do, this is gonna turn Mario around. Then we're gonna punch forward to move once, and zoom out. Now what we're watching is, for this tree here, for the sake of simplicity, I am going to do this in slow motion. We start moving forward, full speed. And then what we're watching here, we're watching these bushels disappear. So this one should be gone, this one should be gone, this one should have a very tiny sliver left. So we'll go boom, boom, boom. And from here we turn left, and now we're watching the cork box, the corner, Mario's fist, and Mario's shadow all need to meet up at the same time. And that'll be right there. From here, we go neutral joystick and punch. And if we punched too late or too early, then what we're looking for is this little yellow ground texture right here. We want that to be touching Mario's shadow a little bit to the front right of him. And if we punch too late or too early, then that would not be in position. So now what we do is we go first person just to get a little bit closer. The water bomb is going to trigger at some point. That's okay. So we keep going forward just until Mario walks off the edge right there. And I'll show you what happens. We want to ground pound on the 4th frame of free fall here with neutral joystick. So we go 1, 2, 3. If we ground pound on the 3rd frame, then we can see the box breaks. If we ground pound on the 1, 2, 3, 4th frame, then we can see Mario lands up here, the box lands down there, box does not break. And if we ground pound on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th frame, you can see Mario gets pushed out by the wall just a little bit. And what ends up happening is Mario lands down here, box does not break. So that is not what we're going for. We want the box to land on the bottom, and we want Mario to land on the top, and the box should not break. So let's look at a couple attempts in real time. First things first, trigger that water bomb, read the sign, C up to set the camera, and Z turn down. Punch, zoom out, and pause buffer, walk forward. With that, I could still see a little bit of the 3rd bushel. I'm going to try to 1-frame pause buffer. These don't always work. That looked like a little bit too much, so we re-normalize. Zoom out, and try again. That looked right, now we turn left. And it was actually a frame too late. So we re-normalize again. There we go. Now we turn left. And that's at the right spot. Now we neutral punch. And it did not punch. We pressed B a little bit too soon. And as you can see, each of these attempts, fairly easy to do. No risk, no danger. Now we check that yellow texture is in the right spot, so we zoom in, and we're just going to walk forward. That was too late of a pause there. What happened is you could see the camera pan down for 2 frames. So we're going to try that again. Right there, that's where we wanted. So when we paused, we could see Mario's feet were level and the camera panned down for only 1 frame. So now we're going to unpause for, I've got a rhythm for 2 frames, so we're going to do that twice. There's 1, 2, and ground pound. So Mario landed up here, Fox landed down there. From here, pause, exit. Head on down to the basement. Now there's a wing cap in this stage, and this wing cap can be used to get hat in hand. For the sake of making this not take as long as it already had, I'm going to go ahead and just give Mario hat in hand with hacks. So this is what it'll look like. And you can see Mario takes more damage when he has hat in hand. Hate these Goombas. And all we're going to do is we're going to grab this cork box and we're going to drop it. Then we're going to head on over. Well, that didn't work. That's what I get for trying to be fancy and avoid the spinny guy. So let's try this again. And see, that's the nice thing about this is if you die, the HOLP doesn't get reset. So you can just try again. Grab the cork box and start heading that way. And what this does is it sends the HOLP over or it sends the cork box over to the HOLP at Mario's height. And we can see it right here. Right as it disappears, it also breaks. So it spawns those 3 coins just like you'd expect. However, if we go back to the cork box's spawn point, and a long jump here for safety, you can make that gap with a slide kick. If we go back to cork box's spawn point, we can see it has respawned, and the reason for that is it broke and respawned on the exact same frame. So you just repeatedly do this. You grab the cork box, you drop it, you go over there, and collect the 3 coins. The alternative to getting 100 coins is to either use an A press inside the pyramid, or to use one of those bob-ombs, and there's a line of coins all the way on the other side of the arena. That takes about an hour. So I hope this helps you to be able to do this in full runs. I know it will help me, and thank you for watching.